Here's a 626 review preview. Problem 103. For each expression below, label the pair of similar shapes that would result in each calculation. Rewrite the expression to the operation's multiplication and calculate the value of the expression. So basically, you're supposed to like redraw the triangles. So we made this 6. We're dividing by 1/2 to get to this, which is really the same as multiplying by 2. So when we change this, it becomes 6 times 2, which is 12. The opposite side of the triangle would be 12. This other example, this side to be 4. We're dividing by 2/3, which is the same as multiplying by 3/2. So we do 4 times 3/2, which is 12 divided by 2, or 6. This side would be 6. 104, use the triangle below. Redraw it with sides that are 1/3 as long. So 9 divided by 3 is going to be 3, which was same as 1/3. 12 is going to be 4 meters. 15 will be 5 meters. So part A, calculate the perimeters of both triangles. So when I add the big triangle together, I get 9 plus 15 plus 12, the original triangle. So it's 36 meters. The new triangle is 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is 12 meters. Let's calculate the areas. So for the original, I do 12 times 9 divided by 2, 54 meters squared. The new is 4 times 3 divided by 2, which is 6 meters squared. So in part C says, what is the relationship between the perimeters of the triangle? The perimeter of the new triangle is 1/3 the perimeter of the original. It's 1/3 of the original. #107. Examine the diagram at right. The smaller triangle is similar to the larger triangle. Write and solve a proportion to find x. May be really helpful to draw the two triangles separately. So like whenever I do this and there's two triangles together, I draw a big triangle, little triangle. So x and 8 is the little triangle. 18, because these two together, and 8 are the big triangle. So to write a proportion, I do x over 8 equals 8 over 18. So I get 18x equals 64 after I cross multiply. Divide by 18. So I get x equals 3.5 repeating. #105, Lucy and Marissa each designed a box plot to represent this data set. Their box plots are shown below. Which plot is scaled correctly and why? Explain the mistakes in the incorrect plot. So A is correct because it is scaled by a constant multiplier. B is just listing the data. And you can't do that. So it just like there's 2/19, for example. It just listed out all the data values. Problem 106, draw a coordinate graph, plot and connect the following points. Then answer the questions. So it's at -3, 1, -1, 3, 4, 2, and 2, 0. So it's a parallelogram. So reflect the shape across the x-axis, lists the new coordinates. So x-axis, so that one stayed there. So the new coordinates, so we still have 2, 0, 4, -2, -1, -3, and -3, -1. So then C says multiply each coordinate of the original shape by 3, graph the dilated. So when I multiply them, the new coordinates, -9, 3, -3, 9, 12, 6, and 6, 0. So 6, 0 is right here. 12, 6, do off a little bit, is right there. -3, 9. There, and -9, 3. So it looks like that. Problem 108, a figure is rotated and reflected. What can you say about the new figure in relation to the original figure? They are congruent. A figure is translated, reflected, and then dilated. What can you say about the new figure in relation to the original figure? They are similar. (109), this problem is a checkpoint for multiple representations of linear equations. So you need to make sure to know how to do this for the test. So there are 4 of them. So the first one, it says create a graph, a table, and a rule. So I started with the table. So I knew that figure 1 was 4. Figure 2 was 6. Figure 3 was 8. So I realized it was going up by 2, which means figure 4 would be 10. And the 0 figure would be 2. So then I graphed them and drew my line. And then the rule, it's going up by 2, and the 0 figure is 2, so it's y equals 2x plus 2. Next one, it gave us the rule. So to create the table, I put in 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. -3 times 0 plus 7 is 7. It's going down by 3, so this will be 4. 1. So 3, -9, -2. Then -5. So then to graph it, so I just graphed the first few. So 0, 7, 1, 4, 2, 1, and then showed that it was going down. Problem C, I have 0, 1, and 3, 10. So I can see that I'm adding 1 at the end. So I do 10 minus 1, which is 9. So I know my rule is y equals 3x plus 1. So then I fill in my table. So I know 0 is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 plus 1 is 4. 6 plus 1 is 7. 9 plus 1 is 10. 12 plus 1 is 13. Then I graph my points. So 0, 1, 1, 4, 2, 7, 3, 10. And then I can draw my line. And then the last one, it gave me the graph. So I pulled off my table from the graph. I know 0 is 6. 4, 1 is 4. 2 is 2. And then, so 3 would be 0. So then the rule is it's going down by 2. So it's y equals -2x plus 6.